Good morning, guys. So today we are at Millennium Toyota again for servicing. This should be the last service, complimentary service for our 2023 Sienna. It's been 2 years. This is the 20,000 or 20K servicing. I forget what it entails, but we are currently at 7,527 miles on the ODO. And again, I really like this dealership, the Millennium Toyota dealership, which is not really the closest one to our area, definitely not. But compared to Brooklyn and everything, service is great, dependable. Timeliness is really what the efficiency, hassle-free, traffic-free, especially depending on what time you go. So we're in here today. We're doing this. I currently have my coffee going on. It is the day after Christmas, so as you can expect, it's pretty empty here. But I did miss my appointment by 10 minutes, so let's see how quickly I get my car back. It should be 7:19 right now, and I just checked in. There's good inventory in this dealership right now. I don't see any Siennas yet, but I do see a GR Supra. I do see a lot of Tacomas, Tacos, Forerunners, all that stuff. So just want to go ahead and just take a look and see what they got for the 2025 year models. But after this, I'll do a rundown on the servicing, do a review, maybe most likely drive home to see how the car has been treating us since. But on that note, there's our car right there. So right I was talking. Wow, it's cold. I came in. So right when I was talking, my car pulled up for service, or getting ready to be, queuing for servicing. And as you can see, it is about 20 degrees right now, and I am glad that I got the heated steering wheel retrofitted on time to reap the benefits during this cold streak right here. So right now, I'm not sure if I spoke about it before. Current mileage is around 7,500, 7527. So it means 27 miles to the dealership this morning, because I hit 7,500 flat the other day. And here's the current condition. Pretty salty, pretty snowy out there, slushy, pretty dirty. But the ceramic coating has done its job for the past 2 years. So far the vehicle's doing great. Horrific mileage concerning it was a hybrid, considering I get like around average 35, 34, 35, 36 recently, especially with this cargo box and the tire and all the stuff that we're carrying in the back with baby supplies. But horrific mileage today. I was doing 28 miles per gallon on the way. Very cold. That doesn't do well for the batteries. But again, if you guys are looking for servicing, here I am in Millennium Toyota. And really, if you guys are in the tri-state, do yourself a favor, make yourself an appointment early during the holiday season, or just during the weekend or anything. Not during weekday, because you're gonna get traffic. But do that so that you don't have to wait for deal with the traffic in Bay Ridge or something like that. But we are going to take a break, go inside, and walk around, because we have a ton of inventory in stock. Like I stated before, we got the Prime, we got tacos going on, but most importantly, we have a Sienna in stock in the showroom. Not sold, not spoken for, maybe most likely not spoken for. So we'll see. Here you go, Millennium Toyota. Here are the hours. You got your Sequoia, you got everything else. So I'm going to take a break and then walking around this. This is a Woodland. This is a Woodland. I will go ahead, and I guess someone else is taking a look at it, but we'll go ahead and do a quick tour around this vehicle right here. This is Cypress Green. We have a. Let me show you guys. Maybe I'll take some time and I'll do an actual walk around video of all these cars. We have a GR Supra here, which is waiting to have its new owner. Alright guys, so walking around, just waiting for the car. Right now, I don't know if the car's been serviced yet. It hasn't been. I told them not to wash it, so not quite sure if it's been done. But 20K servicing, or either that or whichever comes earlier. 20K or 2 years, I'm in. It should be an oil change at 10K intervals and tire rotation. That should be really helpful for, well, especially for front wheel drive, but we have all wheel drive. And I think that's about it. Some fluid, topping off fluids, some brake checking. Let me see, let me look inside. Well, there is, let's see, there's a seat protector here, but it should be just from the valet moving the car. Let me talk to the servicing guy to see if it's ready, because it's been almost 2 hours. But talking about just the Toyota servicing in general, for the most part, Millennium Toyota definitely is better than going into the tri-state. I mean, it's going to the city, especially Bay Ridge, especially Queens servicing, all that stuff. Although I think Jamaica has a brand new service department. Even then, I don't know how long the waits are. But overall here, you can walk around, plenty of stuff to do. Might even check out the Hyundai dealership across to see if they have the Ioniq N, the Ioniq 5N. But service bay is huge. You take a look. Plenty of clearance for the roof box, for me anyway. That's what Bay Ridge couldn't validate for me, whether or not I could fit with the roof box. But a ton of space. The showroom is quite big compared to the city. And I'll check in later. So there is Millennium Toyota. And here we got, I'm guessing, Millennium Hyundai. Since they're making me wait, I am going to find an Ioniq 5N, which should be, I think, is it that one? Is it this? I don't know. No, actually, that's not. I don't know. No, that's not. I found it. I found one before copyright. Alright guys, so here I am geeking out over this Ioniq 5N. Again, copyright situation, so I'm gonna just do a voiceover, but here it is. This is one in black, very shiny, pretty cool, very boy racer like in my opinion. But in a way, this is like one of the most coolest EV out there for me right now. And at $70,000 though, this thing is heavily priced. I'm pretty sure it's marked up as well, but for $70,000 you get a lot more car for that type of money. And just taking a look at this car, it's cool and everything, right? My friend had an Ioniq 5 back then. The seats are cool. It has an illuminated N logo. But the thing is, once you look past all this like boy racer type thing, still manual seats, not full leather. I'm not sure if this is like even like premium leather, but manual height adjustment, all that. The thing about this car, it has a manual telescoping steering wheel. Everything about this is kind of just screaming base Hyundai, but for $70,000 you get so much more money. You can get MDX Type S for that type of money, no sunroof, so you can get a lot more luxury for the money. And especially with the M3s, Beamer money, I think even M2 is less than this type of car. So yeah, and even RS3 I think is like this type of money. So anyway, here is the Elantra N, and I'm just gonna end it with this. You know, Hyundai makes cool cars right now, but at the same time, the Ioniq 5N was way too pricey. Alright, so got the servicing done. I think definitely the car's been out here for at least an hour, so that's kind of disappointing this time around. But here it is. They said servicing has been done, but they've been backed up, so I waited for a little bit extra. Got the film, right? That's a good part. Car's here. It has some let's see, service performed, oil change performed at 20K, right? Oil change, check fluids, set tire pressure, and perform multi-point inspection. So no tire rotation, I guess. Even though there's, I don't know, I'm not sure. But my inspection ends. My inspection is due soon. And this to clean up your car seats, keep it clean, I mean. They didn't remove it though. Last time they did. It's all good. I'll do it next time. That. And this right here. I'll just put it over here. And again, for those who are just tuning in, I actually did my, what do you call this? The steering wheel retrofit. This is a heated steering wheel right here. All 360 around with the wood grain. Take this out right here. Got your camera right here. And here, and a little update. We have some lights going on the side, ambient lighting, some ambient lighting going around right here with the strip. As you can see from here, the exposure is a little bit too low, I guess. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna head back soon, but in general, servicing today was just straightforward, no surprises, hopefully. One thing I really appreciate about the Siennas that I've heard is the fact that the cordless charger, the wireless charger, is much faster. All right, but I don't really mind that because I actually prefer charging via this thing. Wireless charging is great because it won't mess up with your batteries. It won't overcharge or fast charge your battery, extending its battery life. So I have this that's wireless. I also have this for passenger, but there's plenty of charging options. But what really strikes me, like what my pet peeve, is the fact that this charger right here on our year and prior to 2025s, it's very hard to get a connection. It always starts blinking, flashing yellow, even though you put your phone at a good spot. It'll show orange, steady orange, and then it starts flashing because it doesn't get a good connection. Even if you have bare bones without case on your iPhone or whatever wireless charging capable phone that you have. Also, it charges very slow. So this, in a way, is kind of useless, especially when you pay for the premium package, when you pay for this in general. All right, it comes standard, and I think in the limited and the platinum. But if you pay for this, it's not worth it in the previous generation. But now in the 2025s, it does come standard. So, anyway, all right, guys. So driving back, making the trip. It's about, I don't know. I have, since the CarPlay is, I had to disconnect CarPlay, sorry, because I'm recording and I had to use the stock navigation, so it's kind of off. But right now, averaging 25.5 miles per gallon, doing 60 miles per hour. Again, gas mileage has been great. Has been great throughout the life of the vehicle ownership. But today, especially with the cold, it's not doing so well, especially with the freezing temperature and all that.
Continue on the current freeway.
And over the stock navigation, I haven't really used it at all. And right now, it's probably one of my, maybe second time using it, or the first time was kind of just to test it out to see if it works. But adaptive cruise control is on right here with lane keeping assist. Steering wheel is on, everything works because it uses the OEM stuff that I transferred or ported over. And in general, I find that this car is, in terms of gas efficiency, very great considering that's a minivan. Now, 27 miles per gallon is pretty good considering, again, this is a minivan versus the competition. Now, the thing is, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the active cruise and kind of step on it. And if you step on it, you can hear the engine straining. And I think that's also one of my pet peeves about the Sienna. The data system doesn't really bother me because it functions and it works and it's very snappy. But the slow charging wireless charger, and the droning of the engine, or just the overworking of the engine, and also the interior cabin noise when it's under load, I think that is something that I would like to change, you know. But the CVT, the eCVT all-wheel drive system, keeps it pretty safe. It's pretty good, all right, for what it is, for the minivan, for such a large vehicle. It's still pretty low in ground clearance. I believe it's around 6 inches or 6 inches in ground clearance. But I'm pushing it up to around 75, right? And you can hear that's working. The wind noise is not as bad.
The freeway is on the left.
So there you hear the overall guidance. I think you could go ahead and turn it off like that. Very intuitive to use, and overall it shows you. And I'm really glad that I did the steering wheel right here. This heated steering wheel that you see right here, the leather feels good. All right, overall the design is nice, and I like the fact that it's heated. It doesn't heat as well as the Volvos that I'm used to, right, or the other cars, but it works. It warms your hands, right? It takes a while to warm up, but at least it's 360. I really like the wood grain and how it fits the interior so well, and making this interior more limited trim, more platinum trim, less the 360 camera, less the heads-up display, the HUD. But everything about this, I feel like I've tweaked it in the 2 years of ownership, tweaked it to what we like and how it makes everyday driving or everyday commuting or longer road trips just very comfortable. And right now I'm averaging about 29.1 miles per gallon as we get into 18 miles from home. And the day after Christmas, there's traffic, but wouldn't be as much traffic as there would normally be on a commuting day. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off this particular chapter and check in later to see what I get as mileage. But so far, 7,537 on the ODO, and it's been 7,537 happy miles. So check in later. Just checking in. Just got home. So I want to talk about how we got like the perfect trim for us. If we got the XLE or lower, we want to have these auto folding mirrors. Definitely limited and and up. But because this is the 25th anniversary edition that has the auto folding mirrors, we're able to fold this because, as you can see from here, I do not have space in the driveway for all of this. If they didn't fold up, it'll be much of a hassle, too much of a hassle to keep folding everything manually. So now that we cleared everything, I'm able to, you see, I definitely do not have space. So as you can see from here, it definitely will not clear it. Yep, definitely won't clear it. So, in the 2 years of ownership, I guess another thing about the Sienna is the fact that because it's such a large size vehicle, it's been a hassle for us to park in and out, go in and out of the driveway and find parking. So our driveway, our shared parking lot is a bit too small. So as you can see from here, we have the crossbars. If we do see street parking, we prefer that. But I like that this has tilting and all reverse tilting mirrors. I like that how this one has a front-facing camera that we installed, so this helps with the parking as well. And just the seating itself is very comfortable. We are home now. The seats are comfortable. Again, I have a heated steering wheel, which works perfect. How much did I? Let's see. I averaged. What was it? 39 pressure. This type of battery. 36.5 miles going home on this 30-mile road trip. to the dealership. So ending off with that, I had the 120 volt 600 watt on, so I could kind of clean the car a little bit with the air purifier. Alright guys, so on that note, I think that concludes my trip from the dealership and kind of like a 2-year update on the Toyota. We're back home, and this should be my last complimentary service. Toyota gives you, I believe, 2 years or 24,000, whichever comes first, I think. I'm looking at this right here. They're really thorough with everything. They give you a rundown of your overall servicing and maintenance history. And based on that, my first servicing history for the first complimentary was at 5K, which is August 2023. And here it goes. My last one was in July of 2024. 5, 10, 15. Today was 20, right? So I have 2 more, maybe. But here it says expiration date 1/27/2025, or expiration mileage 25,000, whichever comes first. So I should have 2 more, right? Or maybe, actually maybe 1 more, the 5th one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to service dealers to see how many more I have left. I should have 1 more, but that's also 1/27/2025. So I'm not sure. I think this comes first. You guys have more information on how to calculate Toyota complimentary care, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's again, I've said it many times in the past. Overall, really good vehicle. You guys are interested in a Sienna, definitely go for it. If you guys are looking between a Toyota Sienna or versus a Highlander, Grand Highlander, the 3-row with the extended wheelbase, try looking into Sienna first. Test out the sliding doors, test out the space, test out the super long slide seats and everything like that to see if it's better for your family. Also test out the cargo room, the lower height cargo floors, overall the vast combination of seating arrangements that you could go ahead and do, and the cockpit, interior, all that stuff, windshield, overall visibility from the in-cabin, and see whether or not you would prefer the minivan or the 3-row SUV. But thank you for watching. Happy 2025. Wish everyone the best, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.